Hey everybody, and welcome back to 6 Ages Ride Like the Wind. First of all, we're left off where we're starting with a nice message that the clan is fairly open-minded these days. Alright, good for them, I guess. So what should we do today? Let's check out... let's just check out. Let's just check out a life, because that's kind of where I'm not feeling great today. So hopefully we can power through, and that doesn't come. My not feeling well doesn't come through in the recording. But in real sincerity, let's check out the clan and see what's going on. We still have some, what is this, field magic stress, limited pastures, limited fields, and a food yield shortfall, so we should do something about that. It's early fire season, so fair weather and ripening grain allows raiding. Don't think we want to do that right now. We did perhaps want to... We learned this blessing of cure, but we need to build a shrine to do it. Curing restores our sick people to health, and healing restores our wounded people to health. Okay, so we need healing, actually, not curing. Because if we look, we have more wounded people than sick people. Okay, apparently we're... I just wanted to click on that. I didn't really want to build, but I guess we did. I clicked through too quickly, I believe. Wish I knew more about the symbols here. This dialogue lets you to build shrines and temples. To build, your clan will need to know enough of the deity's blessings, sacrifice for mysteries to learn them. Clan members can only spend so much time in worship. Allied clans worship with you, supporting more shrines. In some cases, you might need to reduce the scope of worship to save on maintenance costs. Okay. Okay, so I actually can't. We don't know enough ritual to enlarge our temple. So what does these mean? These mean these are gods that we follow, and what are the symbols? Can we learn the symbols? Yes. These, we have shrines to these gods and goddesses. We've done a recent sacrifice to Orisa. Alright, okay. And rituals reenact sacred stories in the other side. Rituals are risky, but the clan can reap impressive magical benefits, and that's kind of what they wanted us to do, right? With some rituals. They said that this rituals are auspicious right here, so it's a good time to do a ritual. So let's see what that's all about. Several things boost the chances of ritual succeeding. The ritualist should be skilled in the areas the ritual tests, and will do better if they worship the god involved in the story. Okay, so that's important. They need to be good at skills, and they also need to follow the god that they're basically reenacting, or thinking about, learning about, doing the ritual about. So that makes sense. We can do... Okay, so the only one we can do is the Marriage Maker, or Taming the River. This ritual can bless weddings, improve crops, gain cows, wealth, or a treasure, or gain blessings. That sounds important. Do we have anyone? What does this do? This is candidates for doing it. So we need someone that's good at food, maybe, and lore, magic, food and magic and family, and also worships Nialda. So, who could that be? Anyone? You? You're good at food, you're fairly good at lore, you're very good at magic though. So it's between you two. All day. I was just like, why is it defaulting to combat? But we may have previously clicked on combat to sort for combat, and it remembers that. Hopefully we don't need combat to do the ritual. So let's check it. We have Yade and Halde. I don't know if the suffix of their names means anything. Could mean that they're family members. Bargaining, good, good. Okay. Diplomacy, very good, very good. Food, good, good. Leadership, excellent, very good. The lore is the important part. I think I'm going to go for Halde because you're excellent lore versus fair lore. Yeah. You want me to tame the black eel? Let's just check. You want to tame the river. We have plenty of clan magic. We'll probably still have some after a ritual. The story of Nivora taming the Arcos River is one of the simpler rituals to perform. We have not yet successfully performed this with Black Eel water, so during sacred time, blah, 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 blah. It's been 2 years since we traveled to the other side. We should take advantage of the omens and visit the other world. We know the stories Nialda, Marriage Maker, and Taming the River well enough to be able to travel to the other side and reenact. I mean, Taming the River sounds good, but if this gives me things like improved crops and gaining cows, and we are at a, we have a food shortage. So improving crops sounds good. So let's try this. Let's see what happens. All right, let's just check out the art first. Since I know a very special person has been watching these videos, we should take some time to appreciate the art. So, have some people dancing around some kind of structure. Looks like maybe kind of a stone ring with a bonfire inside. They have some like incense censers here, I think maybe is what those called. And around their dancing, we also have warriors on horseback ringing them. So, okay. You embark on a ritual to send one of your women to Nialda's side. Do you seek the aid of other riders? You mean other clans? Because riders is capitalized? No, we don't. A priestess of Nialda typically attempts the ritual. It calls for someone adept in bargaining and lore. Okay, so we didn't know bargaining, but we did pick up on lore. Okay, so we haven't made a choice yet, so that's good. It wasn't, we choose here, not choose back then. So your bargaining is excellent, excellent, very good. Excellent, good, excellent, good, very good, 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 fair, good, excellent. So just good and excellent versus excellent, very good, but you don't worship the goddess. So good, good, fair, good, excellent. I think we're going to go with Holiday on this one. As we said, because she has some good stats and she worships Nialda, so... Who do you choose? The ritual calls for someone adept in bargaining and lore. We choose Holiday. What do you sacrifice to speed Holiday on her path? I don't know, 10 goods? Is that a good thing to do? I don't know. Let's check it out. The priestess wondered if Nyalda would smile on so modest a sacrifice. Well, you should have told me before. Can I go back and change my mind? Choices that more or less match the path of the goddess are often easier. You will also need to consider the abilities of the mere human performing the ritual. Alright, we have a person standing on a brick path in the sky. Okay, so you are the sun god, maybe? Let's see what it says. Holiday rides to the part of the gods' war where all of the rivals to the dead emperor's thrones are fighting. Delegations from the warring armies appear before her to seek Holiday's hand in marriage. First comes Little Yelm, who asks for her hand on the grounds that his palace is the strongest and will best withstand the advancing ice. A true god of the sky would never choose life under a roof. A wife is not a slave. Lead him to a hill where a troll will ambush him. Let him marry an attendant disguised as Nyalda, or offer him marriage to one of Nyalda's attendants. Did we bring attendants? Don't think we did. We said no. Maybe we should have said yes. Little Yelm. He's a delegate from the warring armies. Let's go with a true god of the sky would never choose life under a roof. Sounds good to me. Little Yelm hung his head in shame. He left without pressing his claim. Okay, well, this is creepy. This is big evil head and some kind of scaled armor guy with a spear, a mace, a skull. By the way, sometimes decisions reflect on aspects of the goddess. Questers may receive different rewards depending on which path they choose. Next, Sargosh, the demon son, comes to Holiday, also seeking to marry her. He shows her his grand green palace and promises to make her queen of the underworld. Summon his rice wife to threaten him with hunger. Summon his river wife to attack him. Let him marry an attendant or offer him marriage to someone else. I wish I knew more about this lore because I have no idea what's going on. The demon son of the underworld. Well, we wouldn't summon the river wife because I think we are at war with the river. Like, in lore-wise. So let's go for the rice wife. The rice wife appeared before Sargosh, saying she would starve his demon warriors if he took another wife. He retreated, fuming, into his green city. The rice wife told Holiday how fortunate she was to avoid an underworld marriage. Okay, we have some very similar looking lads wearing what appears to be the sun crests. I'm kind of creeped out that they all look so similar. As Holiday heads south to find Elmal's camp, a clan of golden men stands in her path. We are the future of the world, and you will marry one of us. We put forth for your approval Unos, first of the human sons. Mock them in song, set them against one another. Solar fragments who wish to marry must find earth fragments. Summon an earthquake. Mock them in song. I don't know about that. Set them against one another. Let's go about solar fragments who wish to marry must find earth fragments. I don't know. They said they had not considered this, thanking Holiday for giving them true lore. The Golden Men let her pass. Holiday finally reaches Elmal's camp. Is this where we're supposed to go? To Elmal's camp? Where Relendar and Hyalor join to make the case for him as her bride. Naturally, the Alda has chosen Elmal from the outset. But to invest the new clan with strong magic, it is essential that he and the men truly dedicate themselves to achieving this union. What does Holiday instruct her negotiator to ask for above all else? Cows. Ask how does he differ from her rejected suitors? A demonstration of Elmal's divinity. Proof of true love, or the head of an enemy. So I'm tempted between two items. Show me proof of true love, or tell me how does he differ from the rejected suitors. Let's do that one. Tell me more about yourself. Why are you different? Holiday must be represented by a negotiator who rides to her side to speak for her. Is it bargaining or lore? Well, let's try to do both. So bargaining is excellent here, lore is very good here. I'm going to go with Dalasha, the excellent bargainer and very good at lore. Dalasha, please come forward. We bring freedom, says Relendar. Not the wayward freedom of the individual, but the galloping freedom of the clan together. Dalasha quizzed him closely and was satisfied. The bond between Elmal and Nialda was affirmed. Guess we did the right thing? Okay, Nialda appears, we'll look at the image in a second once we see what this is. Nialda appears to Holiday, thanking her for renewing the duration or durability of rider wedding bonds. You have shown that a true marriage strengthens both partners. Okay, so you must be Nialda, the earth goddess. So you have some crops, some trees. Yeah, these are trees on four legs. These are animals depicted back here with trees in the background. What do we seek? A marriage blessing, strengthening of Holiday's abilities, a treasure, increased grain production, or internal harmony. Let's go for increased grain production. That's why we're here, to increase our food stocks. I would be happy to feed you. My grandchildren will soon be sprouting in your fields. This blessing will last for 7 years. Everyone tied ribbons to their wrists in salute to Holiday as she rode home from the other world. Hey! But now we have 0 magic. Our clan magic is depleted because we just performed an otherworld ritual. Okay, hopefully we don't need the magic. So we still have a food yield shortfall, but we have a crop bounty. So, what we shall do is perhaps try to forage. Let's forage here, because it is not in anyone's territory, and it is nearby. Send 3 swordsmen and 9 bowmen. Also, I need to choose someone that is probably good at combat, but also good at food. And that's probably why we chose you, because you have renowned food and you're excellent at combat. So, I think we made the good choice there last time we did this. Let's go ahead and send your party out. Oh. We have some sad-looking people in a mask. What's all this about then? One of your young foragers found a strange object half buried in the earth while picking berries. Your priests and shamans say this clay mask must be a magical treasure of some kind. What do you do with it? Well, let's take a look at it. Can't tell much. It's very well crafted, but they all look very concerned about it. We can keep it, rebury it, sacrifice it to the gods, or trade it away. What do our people think? If we get a good price for it, the people will be pleased with us, so you want to trade it. When we left the Golden City for the Wildlands, we met shamans whose spirit magic differed from ours. Some of us embraced their ways. You wanted to keep it. Trade it for goods, which we can use to buy more food when we need it. You want to trade. A skilled bargainer such as myself can get goods worth 50 cows in exchange for a useful magical treasure. Trade it away. We do not know who peopled the land before we came here, so let's not mess with their magic. You wanted to rebury it. If it does not help us fight, we should hold on to it until we get a chance to trade it for a treasure that does. Okay, you want to keep it. You want to keep it or sacrifice it. Keeping the mask will strengthen our magic as long as we have it. Sacrificing it will give us a boost that'll last for a while, which could be stronger. So that's 3 votes for keep it. 2 votes for trade it away. Actually, 3 votes for trade it away. 1 for rebury and 1 for sacrifice it. I'm going to keep it because that sounds interesting and it may be a terrible idea, which could also be interesting. Keep it. Mood plus, treasures plus 1. After further investigation, our shamans confirmed that the mask would help us to succeed with rituals that dealt with spirits. Can we see that? Do we know? Clay mask. Prehistoric mask that aids rituals drawing on the power of spirits. The grasping talon banner. Banner decreases magnitude of defeat when defending against plunder. And the mighty whooping rattle brings good cheers when you lean on others. Okay. So we talked about needing a market. So is that? Did we mention, is this where we need to establish a permanent trading route. It would be easier if we found some exotic goods. We have field magic stress because we performed a taxing ritual. We have not yet cleared forests. We have not yet prepared enough fields. We have crop bounty because we did that thing just a minute ago. With no trading partners, we have no market. We should send out a caravan to form trading routes. Okay, so let's do that. Let's try sending out a caravan. Choose a clan to send your trader to. Unless you're setting up a trade route or dealing with treasures, specify what you want to buy and what you're willing to sell in return. The threat of banditry is low. It'd be helpful for us to learn Akarna's trading blessing before sending it. Okay, but we're not going to do that. We should sell some trade goods and buy horses. The Grey Wings have the most herds. The Sky Racers have the most horses. The Brilliant Hoofs have the most goods. If we were to send a caravan to each rider clan, we'd be able to support more trade routes. We can't store food indefinitely. We have enough stockpiled right now. Trading would be easier if we had devoted some of our magic to crafts at Sacred Time. So, again, what do these are rider clans, and these are nearby clans? We want to establish a route. That's what we said. What does this button do? This shows the map. Okay. So Grey Wing likes us, and they're nearby. But Morkagan is also likes us and is nearby. Rubygate hates us and is nearby. Twin Song seems like they like us, but they attacked us. So what did you say? You said The Grey Wings have the most herds. The Sky Racers have the most horses. We've mentioned needing horses, so could we... They mock us and they owe us a favor, so maybe it's not a great idea to try to do something with someone that mocks us. They like him. Grey Wing likes us but mocks us. Not nice, guys. Morkagan, they owe us a favor. Known for being the last to leave Navora. So they're the last to leave and we're the last to arrive. So let's set up a trading with them. They like us. Well, they owe us a favor at least, I think it said. Let's establish a trade route with them. Again, let's send 3 swords and, I don't know, 8 bowmen. Who should we send? Yes, we need a good bargainer, I would expect. And maybe someone also that's good at diplomacy. Renowned, good. Excellent, good. Excellent, good. Excellent, good. Excellent, good. And this is going to just descend. So, Janarak, with your renowned good, let's send you. More trade routes will support a larger market. Convincing other clans to form one is easier if you have the Akarna worshippers on your clan circle and have exotic goods available. Well, we don't, so let's just see what happens. Oh, swords -1. What happened? Somebody died. The foragers and I have returned from the east. We did not find any food, and 2 of our people were wounded by vicious wolves. Some of them claimed that Anilla would have protected us if the mission had been led by one of her worshippers. That wasn't great. Okay, who are you guys? People at Water's Edge, digging in a hole for clams. And you appear to be fishing with some kind of trident spear thing. Okay, one of your hunters returns from a sojourn to the shores of the Black Eel River to report that the foreigners who live there might be vulnerable to attack. The Weeders, as they are called, pose no great threat to a clan like yours, but your hunter Dunrodden saw them lose several fleeing spearmen to the Grey Wings. Whatever goods they have left are now vulnerable to a quick raid. So do we want to be mean and raid people? Our options are demand tribute, raid for goods, send spirits to vex them, tell the high stallions, high allurings, who hate water people. I thought we also hated water people, maybe we don't. And take no action. So, when our people helped Anoxiel the sailor build the ship that saved the Empire from flood, we swore that water would always be our foe. We did say that, so I remembered that. So we should send spirits to vex them, according to you. We must sharpen our spirit calling. You said the same thing. They'll only have goods, not food, so we should tell someone else. You're gone, so you can't. The Weeders are foreigners. They worship an eel or something, so you want to raid them. We may think that they're our ancestral enemy. They haven't even heard of our multi-grudge. Take no action. The smell of damp breech clout sickens me. Okay, so now we're giving a chance. We're giving a choice. Do we want to fulfill the ancient kind of grudge we have against the water people, or do we want to be Zakorda here and take no action because they don't even know that we hate them? We have more votes for vex them with spirits, but I'm going to side with let's not do anything. There's no reason to be mean to these people just because our lore says we should be. Why should we? So that may be a bad idea because the clan could dislike my actions saying that we should have held tradition. But let's not hold tradition, and let's just take no action and see what happens. Mood plus, not mood minus. People were glad to leave the poor weeders alone. They were but a pathetic substitute for the mighty water foes our ancestors faced in the past. Okay, there you go. So we still hate the water folk, but these people didn't do anything. These are people just trying to survive. And I can't see on the map about the trading. So I don't really know where our caravaner is at this point. But, hey, the clan mood is happy. And we don't have any wounded people, just a few sick people. So, with this episode at 30 minutes, which sounds good, and with also me trying to maintain composure when I feel like garbage, I think it's a good time to end the episode. And I think we made some, we did some interesting rituals. We didn't attack some poor people we could have. So I think we made some good progress, even though I, again, still have no idea what I'm doing in the game. I feel like I'm not progressing towards any main goal. I'm just letting it ride, but that's fine. We're telling a story. And that's what we like to do on this channel. So, thanks for joining me on our storytelling adventure. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you again next time.